So it's now time for Michael to talk to the doctor.
Hi, Michael. Right, listen up, lad. Because this is not just a routine update. This one's heavy.
Okay.
I've got good news and a wee bit high the expected kind of high, but let's start with the light first. Franklin's after life support now. That's not just progress, that's a proper miracle. Breathing on his own, stats stabilised, no neurological regression. He's made it through the worst storm, Michael. The man's a survivor.
I'm telling you.
Now the bad news, it's not bad, but I expected. Franklin's not going to be walking anytime soon. The damage to his lower lumbar spine was brutal. 4 bullets passed through and 1 fragmented. Pierced right through the L5 vertebra and chipped the iliac artery.
Wow.
Now, the hospital in Birmingham, bless them, they did all they could, but they didn't have the kind of specialist neurosurgical equipment we've got up here in Glasgow. That's why we had to fly him up, to save his future, plain and simple. We perform what's known as a posterior lumbar interbody fusion, PLIF for short. Fused his vertebra with titanium rods, rebuilt the spinal support structure, also had to run a vascular bypass with synthetic grafting and decompress the nerves around the cauda equina. Without that, he'd have lost control below the waist entirely. But no, he'll live, he'll function, he'll even speak today. He'll be in a wheelchair, aye, but it's near the end, just a different chapter. Could be 6 months, could be a year. Depends how his rehab goes. There's still inflammation around the sciatic region and residual trauma we've got to monitor. Physio will be brutal, but Franklin's built like a damn tank. He's got fight in him. Now you'll be hearing it yourself soon, but Franklin's insistent on addressing the people at Los Santos. The media's already setting up down at the parking lot, same wee spotters yesterday. Remember that cheeky Scouser lad rapping out there?
I remember.
Well, he's back again, putting on another wee show before the main speech. Looks like it's turning into a Glaswegian send-off / political rally, aye? Franklin wants to speak directly to the people. Personally, I'd hope he takes this chance to step down as governor. This city life, the political madness, constant pressure, decisions every minute, it'll eat away at the recovery we've just achieved. It's not worth losing all this progress over politics. Franklin's never even picked a mayor yet. He's stretched too thin, and governing ain't a job for a man who just stared death in the face. If you ask me, and I ken it's not my place, but maybe it's time someone else took the reins. You perhaps, or maybe Shaniqua, someone strong but not broken. Franklin's got bigger battles now, with his body, his soul and his future. But we'll all find out what he's got to say in the next 10 minutes or so. And Michael, the only thing I can tell you is, regardless of Franklin's current situation and the reason he's even able to draw breath, speak words, look you in the eye, that's God's plan. That is truly God's plan.
Wow, that's truly God's plan. The doctor is right. Anyway, so apparently Mr. Franklin is about to make a speech. Let's go and listen to what Mr. Franklin has to say. What's going on?
Trace, listen, just stop it for a sec, will you? I need to get this off me chest before I lose me bloody mind. You know what they just told me in that ward, eh? Your sister, your actual flesh and blood. She's gone, Trace. She's bloody gone. They tried everything apparently, but her heart couldn't take the trauma. She passed, Trace.
God.
Dead, gone. And I'm stood here trying to wrap me head round it all, and all I see is you pacing around like you ain't even feeling it. Now I get it, right. I messed up. I did. I should have never let it get that far with her. It were stupid. It were disgusting, yeah. But you lost it, Trace. Proper lost it. When all UFC on your own sister. And now what? She's dead? Over me?
That's shocking.
Trace, she's in a body bag now and all because you couldn't control your bleeding fists. And before you even start going off on one, no, she weren't my sister. She were your sister. My sister-in-law for being technical. But even then, that don't mean I was trying to build a family with her. It were a one-time mistake, not some secret bloody romance. And now I've got to live knowing I watched you knock out your own blood and now she's never waking up again.
That's crazy.
Ever. Your proper snap, Trace. Like, what were that, eh? She said happy birthday and you threw a chair at her face like it were WrestleMania. In front of the nurse and everything. Jesus, Trace, there were blood on the floor and you were still screaming about candles and party hats.
Oh my
It
God.
weren't just rage, it were madness. And don't stand there blaming me for her dying. Yeah, I were the catalyst. I'll wear that shame on me face till the day I croak. But you were the final blow. You sent her to the ER. You cracked her skull. You didn't stop even when she begged. Now we're sitting here in a flippin' hospital underground car park, surrounded by press for some governor lad from America, while we've got a corpse upstairs and a marriage that's hanging on by a shoelace. I can't even look at myself in the mirror, and you're still trying to act like you're the victim. Trace, grow up. We're not kids fighting in the garden anymore. There's consequences now, real ones. You always say I've got no self-control. But what about you, eh? You were the one who threw the first punch. You were the one who stormed into that hospital like it were a pub brawl. And now we've lost her. I swear down, if I had a time machine, I'd go back and knock some sense into both of us. But we don't get that luxury, do we?
It's too late.
All we've got is grief and guilt.
Man, that's crazy. So it looks like her sister went to heaven. Can't believe this, man. Jesus Christ. And it's like she doesn't care.
Gary, just do me a favour and shut your gob for a sec, will you? I can't even feel my legs right now, I'm that shook. I heard they'd help me upstairs. She's dead.
Yeah?
Proper gone. Nae breathing, nae nothing. I'm standing here trying to process it, and you're shouting like we're at a Rangers match. I can barely hear myself think, let alone your guilt-tripping monologue. I didn't mean to kill her, all right. I didn't even mean to send her to A&E. I snapped. I'm human, Gary. A woman, a wife, a sister. Caught her own blood sitting on a man's lap like it's Christmas morning. Which you expect me to do? Bake her a Victoria sponge and pour her a cuppa? No, I reacted the same bloody way 99% of women would. Probably calmer than most, to be honest. If I were on roids like Larry Wheels or that pretty lad, Chris Bumstead with the golden curls, she'd have been away to the Angels long before Tuesday.
Larry Wheels is famous.
It's mad she
Holy
lasted
moly.
this long. I mean, come on. Let's not pretend she were made of steel. She's been running on vodka and pink pills since 2019.
Really?
Half the time she was talking to the fridge and calling it Uncle Barry.
What?
Her heart was hanging by a thread before I even lifted a finger. It's tragic, aye.
Very
But don't you
tragic.
sit there acting like I battered a nun to death. She wasn't right in the heed, Gary, you know that. A lovely soul, aye, but one fry short of a full Scottish, you ken. And now I've got to tell Ma. Jesus, Mary, Joseph and the wee donkey. Ma's gonna ring me crying with her rollies hanging out her gob, blaming me like I did it on purpose. Trace, you've always been the violent one, she'll say. Well, maybe if she'd raised us with more love and less bingo cards, I'd be less handy with me fists.
Maybe.
Look, I'm sorry, all right. I am. I didn't mean for it to go that far. But you're not gonna stand there and act like I'm the villain and you're the Pope. You lit the match, Gaz. I just chucked it at a petrol station is all. May her soul rest in peace.
Yeah, soul rest in
Even
peace.
if she's up there shouting at the angels to get her a tenant. We'll bury her
That's beer.
Friday, like she'd have
Tenant is a
wanted.
beer.
Hopefully no drama. But ken this, I'll carry this guilt, Gary. I will. But don't you dare forget who started the fire.
Wow, this is crazy. So her sister went to heaven pretty much. And she's the reason why she went to heaven. But obviously, the guy was cheating on her. And I think any woman would react the same way. What do you guys think? Be sure to comment down below. But that is crazy. That is a very sad ending, unfortunately. Wow. Anyway, let's go to the underground parking area. I think it should be here. I think Mr. Franklin is about to make a speech right now. Whoa, look at that. You led us with strength, now rest with honor. What does that mean? Wait, I think Mr. Franklin is about to step down as the governor, right? Wow, look at that. We have so many people that showed up. We have the press that showed up. This is crazy, man. But Mr. Franklin managed to survive. He's about to make a speech. Man, this is God's plan.
Man,
wow.
I can't even believe I'm still alive.
I'm telling you.
Like, for real. I was gone, y'all. I was out. But somehow, God, man, God kept me here. First of all, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to every single one of y'all in Los Santos who voted for me, who believed in me, who rocked with me from the start. I'm humbled. I really am. I woke up just 5 hours ago and Mr. Johnson showed me my phone, Instagram blowing up, TikTok, YouTube, people posting videos, messages, just saying, get well, Franklin. That love right there, that's something I never thought I'd experience like this.
Wow.
It's overwhelming, man. The media, the DMs, the videos, y'all really showed out for me. I mean, look, I left Los Santos to go bury Ozzy Osbourne, and somehow I almost ended up buried myself.
Telling you.
That's wild. That's scary.
It's very scary.
Life can change just like that. One moment you breathing, next thing, you fighting for your life on a hospital bed in another country. That's what happened to me. So today, man, I don't take life for granted. I don't. I encourage y'all, every one of y'all watching or listening, do not take life for granted. Because this right here, it can happen to anybody.
Facts.
Sometimes the people smiling with you be the same ones planning your downfall. And sometimes the folks you thought hated you end up being the ones praying the hardest for your recovery. It's a strange world, man.
True.
Be careful out there. Now, I want to get to the hard part. This ain't easy for me to say. It's been weighing heavy on me, but I've made a decision. As much as I love Los Santos, as much as I wanted to lead, to grow, to take it further than it ever been before, I gotta step down as governor. This condition I'm in, it's gonna be a long road to recovery. I'll be in a wheelchair for a minute, and the doctors, they straight up told me this ain't something I can bounce back from overnight. It's serious, real serious, and the city deserves someone who can give 100%. Right now, I can't do that.
Wow.
I thought maybe I could still lead from behind the scenes. Maybe I could make it work. But nah, Los Santos needs a full-time leader. Someone strong, alert, ready to handle every curveball that city throws at you. Because trust me, being governor, that ain't no easy job.
True.
I wish Trevor could run again. That man, Governor Trevor, was one of the best we ever had, if not the best. I looked up to him, and I was hoping to do even better. But y'all know the laws. He can't run again. And as much as it breaks me inside, I can't either. So, elections will be announced soon. I urge y'all to vote. Use your voice. Use your power. Now look, I'm not telling y'all who to pick, but I will say this. Michael DeSanta, that man's solid. Smart, calm, experienced, and most importantly, he's got a heart. If you ask me, personally, I'd recommend him. But end of the day, that's up to the people of Los Santos. If y'all choose someone else, even Shaniqua, then hey, I'll respect that too. Just choose wisely. Think about what's best for our city. And finally, if I ever let anybody down, I'm sorry. I ain't perfect. I didn't choose for this to happen. I didn't want this. But God had other plans, and I accept that. So with that said, I just want to say again, thank you to all of y'all for the prayers, the videos, the love, every post, every share, every DM. It means more than you know. God bless you, God bless your families, and God bless Los Santos.
Wow. So Mr. Franklin has officially stepped down as the governor of Los Santos. Wow. This is really shocking. I never expected this, but Mr. Franklin, unfortunately, has to step down. Yeah.
Yo, what?
Whoa. The guy's about to perform.
Big love to the man himself. You get me? Franklin still standing. Still breathing.
Still
Still bare legend.
That's right.
Let's run it.
Man, the fans love Mr.
Bruv
Franklin.
got laid up, tubes in his chest. Doc said might not make it, but Franklin's blessed. They had him wired up, fam, it weren't looking sweet. But the man held tight, didn't accept defeat. Wheelchair now, but he's moving with pride. Still got more backbone than half these guys. You think a seat's gonna mute his raw? Gov still speaking, maybe louder than before. Had to come Glasgow cause Brum weren't prepped. Machines and kit that them London heads slept. C-spine surgery, bruv it was peak. Steel in his neck, but his mind still sleek. He stood down, yeah he gave up the chair, but he passed the torch, family still cares. Said pick Michael if you want it to run. No long thing, no ego, just get it done. Could've stayed in silence, kept it all low, but Franklin's a don, had to let them know. Told the man them, the mums, the youth, this journey hurts but I'll still speak truth. Man survived what would finish most blokes. Now he's back with breath, no jokes. Big up the surgeons, the whole of the ward, but bruv this comeback, that's the Lord. So today in the car park, mics and lights, news crews out, crowd feeling the vibe. Same geezer from yesterday spitting again, freestyling for the gov. Real pen, Franklin's legacy, that's brick and stone. Los Santos was shook, but now it's home. You don't need legs to walk with weight. Gov still heavy in every estate. So let me end this on a proper note. If you rate real ones, then cast your vote. Not for power or flash or plays, but for loyalty, heart and the work he lays. Clap for Franklin, the Gov, the king. He ain't gone, he's just doing his thing. One more time for the man who survived the worst. Round of applause, loud, bruv, he deserves.
Wow.
Johnny!
I know what you mean, bruv. Wow, that was amazing. So very soon in Los Santos, we should have elections. So make sure you vote for the new governor of Los Santos on Friday.
Franklin's legacy, that's brick and stone. Los Santos was shook, but now it's home. You don't need legs to walk with weight. Gov still heavy in every estate. So let me end this on a proper note. If you rate real ones, then cast your vote. Not for power or flash or plays, but for loyalty, heart and the work he lays. Clap for Franklin, the Gov, the king. He ain't gone, he's just doing his thing. One more time for the man who survived the worst. Round of applause, loud, bruv, he deserves. Johnny!